welcome to Fit Foods, the show that takes nutrition and taste and combines them together into quick and easy, great tasting meals for you to try at home. I'm your host, Rob Richards, and on today's show, we'll be looking at low carb meals. Now, when you take carbohydrates out of your daily meal plan, you're basically forcing your body to search for fuel elsewhere. And where does it look? You've guessed it, in the body fat. But when you think of carbs, you often think of bread to your sandwiches, tortillas to your wraps, and potatoes to your meat. Take those away, and what are you left with? Half a meal. So today I'll show you how to make a complete low carb, high protein meal using two main ingredients: iceberg lettuce and ground turkey. We'll be making spicy turkey lettuce wraps. You ready? I am. Let's get started. Now, the first thing we need to do is get the pan nicely heated. So I'm going to put it on a low heat, put the pan down and put about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil in. There we go. First off, we need to brown the turkey meat. So I have about a pound of organic ground turkey meat here, and I'm just going to put this into the pan to slowly cook. You gotta spread that around and let that cook both sides. Next up, our veg. Now we can't just have turkey and the lettuce wrap, so what I have here is some shredded carrot, some shredded cabbage, and a few other goodies over here. Got some white onion, a third of a red bell pepper, about a quarter of half an avocado slice, and a selection of cheese here. Now, when it comes to low carbohydrates, we don't want to drop the calories too much, because if we drop the calories, the body doesn't have the necessary fuel to support muscle growth and maintain just that normal level of metabolism. So by dropping the carbohydrates, I've always found it best to slightly increase the protein and the fats as well. So with the fats, we've got our avocado, and I'm also using a little bit of the cheese to add flavor and fats in there as well, along with a little extra protein. So, second pan here, and a low heat. Just get some olive oil in there. Now, when it comes to using oil to cook with, I find olive oil is okay as long as you use a really low heat. Anything higher to cook, let's say patties or beef burgers, I'd probably use more of a coconut oil, as it has a much higher heat allowance than oil does. So we've got about a cup here of shredded carrots. Same for our cabbage here. Get that in. Okay, next up, move over to our veg. So I'm going to take the red bell pepper. First of all, just slice it. It really is quick. It takes literally 5 minutes to go from the main ingredients to the finished meal. I'm just going to dice these really quickly. Next up, to help add to that flavor, I'm going to take probably about a quarter of a large yellow onion. Take off the two outer layers there. Got to be quick so I don't start crying on camera. I'm going to slice this again, and then just turn it 90 degrees, slice the other way. There we go. Get this finely diced onion. This, along with the cheese, reminds me of when I was little and used to have cheese and onion sandwiches, except this time without the bread. So in goes the pepper along with the onion. Now, this is basically like a stir fry that I'm making. And the main question with the stir fry and what we're making is, why do we need the lettuce wrap if we just make a stir fry and add the turkey in? Well, let me explain. Often with low carb meals, you're left with pretty much a salad and some form of meat or fish for that protein. Now, this isn't always easy when we're out on the go. It's not convenient, basically. So with the lettuce wrap acting like our tortilla, we can put the turkey in with these stir-fried vegetables and basically wrap it in the outer leaf to to give us that kind of burrito sense that we're eating a meal. So that's cooking. To our turkey. Start to break it up a little bit and give it a turn. See, it's starting to get that turkey look on the outer part, so make sure it's thoroughly cooked. Of course, we're not just limited to turkey here. If you wanted to make beef, you can do that. Even fish. If you were to cook some white fish, let's say some tilapia or some cod, you can then break it apart in a skillet or a pan, add it to a variety of different vegetables, and basically end up with a whole range of different low-carb, high-protein lettuce wraps. Tuna works great as well, especially if you're caught out without any food and you only have a grocery store or a supermarket close by. Iceberg lettuce, a tin of tuna, may not be the greatest tasting meal you can get, but it's low carb, high protein, and it will save you from becoming catabolic until you're back home and you can have a protein shake or a bigger high protein meal. Okay, with the turkey nicely browning on both sides now, let's move over to the final portion of the ingredients. Got some squares of low fat cheese here. You can use normal cheese if you want, it just adds a little bit more extra calories to that. So we've got some cheddar in there too. Just gonna break them up. This is gonna help melt into that turkey. Also help bind all of the ingredients so that it kind of sticks together within our lettuce wraps. Okay, next let's get some spices in there. 2 main spices are going into this turkey. Sprinkle of this paprika here. And a bit of cayenne pepper, which is also great for increasing your metabolism. About a teaspoon, if that. This is powerful stuff. We don't want to make it too strong. Pinch of sea salt. Now, once again, I'm using this Himalayan sea salt. Great superfood, high in antioxidants. Once again, if you just have normal table salt, this will work fine as well. And then, as always, a bit of freshly cracked black pepper in there to really bring out all of those aromas and flavors within the wrap. Look at that, all of the ingredients now coming together, cheese melting in there. Just gonna give it a final stir. Make sure all of those spices, peppers and salt nicely distributed throughout the pan. Okay, let's turn that right down to a simmer. Turn our veg off, that's just about cooked, and over to the final portion of this recipe, and that's our iceberg lettuce. Key to taking apart this is basically remove the stalk section here, twisting it out, and now we're left with these nice full lettuce leaves that effectively become our wraps. So we can get a few big ones there and then they become smaller. That's a great size there. It's 1, 2, 3. We get a couple more. 4. 5. And then these I'll use just as a kind of a snack. If I've got any turkey left over from these 5 main outer layers, I can just scoop them up in here and have it as kind of a quick snack between meals. So we have our lettuce leaves to one side. Final thing is to get our good fats and take apart this avocado. Now I'm only using a little bit of this because you've also got the fats from the cheese in there too. And this is a low carb meal, so I don't want to add too much fats to it, pushing up that calorie. It's probably about 10 grams of healthy fats here. I'll just scoop these up. I'm actually going to add these to the turkey. Give it a final stir and just bring it off the heat, allowing it to cool before we merge everything together in our lettuce wraps. Now for the final step, bringing everything together. So let's start with our largest lettuce leaf first. And I'm going to take a clean spoon, scoop up some of this veg, and just put it into the middle there. Now the key to this is not to add too much, just the same as with the tortilla wrap. You don't want to stuff it with all of the veg and meat and then find you can't wrap the flour or Ezekiel tortilla wrap over it. So just a small amount there. Same goes for our turkey and cheese. So there goes 1 and 2. You can see now why we need 5 of these. This makes a great snack, or adding several of them together. Let me add a couple more onto the plate. So let's take another large lettuce leaf there. Scoop in some of our stir-fry vegetables. Remember, we've got the shredded cabbage in here, shredded carrots, red bell pepper, and white onion. Scoop that into the middle. And let's get some of that turkey meat in there too. Got the extra lean ground turkey meat here with a mixture of low carb cheese, avocado, and spices. Now you can either eat these as kind of open as they are, or what I like to do is wait until everything's cooled and then just start to fold them in. Being careful not to snap the spine of the lettuce leaf. Kind of folding it like you would an envelope. Tuck the sides in, wrap it down, and roll. And the same with this one. So I'm going to tuck the sides in and then basically just roll it so that one end meets the tip of that lettuce leaf, kind of like a hammock. Now I'll leave these here to cool for about 10 minutes and then put them into the fridge for at least 30 minutes. That way all of the cheese and even the avocado that we melted in the pan will slowly start to harden and fix these lettuce wraps as they are now. And when you bring them out of the fridge, you'll see that when you cut them, you are left with these high protein packed, great tasting, amazing flavor lettuce turkey wraps. So there we have it, spicy turkey lettuce wraps. Give these a try if you're struggling to lose the body fat and you want to cut your carbohydrates down, forcing your body to look for fuel elsewhere. Join me next time on Fit Foods when I'll be showing you more quick and easy, great tasting recipes that you can make in the comfort of your own home. See you then. Bye.